Jones is 22, 24, 26, 32 ounce pretty blue. Stuff in your puppy, snuffing with my buck stick. 22 cent booty pick, 24 make movie flick, 26 mile high club, 3 Sims in the bathtub, Geechee for the lap up. Pray to God you meet each other and mother some. Ex used to hate me, cause I fucked her best friend. She wanted to be a lesbian. Me too, fat bitch on the E2. Back boom on E2, beat you, slide to your own walls. Ebony, POV, met you on Pornhub. Hashtag, all cash, fat ass, no water. Bookings, money daughter.
Ow! See, you gotta hit the. See.
Huh?
Ow!
Hey, you know, I used to do that. Why do I gotta hit it though?
I'm trying to hit it all together. Ow!
Oh, yeah,
You know what I mean?
You can't just do a collective
That's my
scream.
move,
Man.
though. I like
I used to
that,
do that joint driving in the car and drive by. See, this is the thing you got to do. You got to drive by. I'm sorry for saying this. You got to drive by like a group of unattractive ladies, right? And then be like,
hello, everybody.
and gas them up. You know what I'm saying? My cousin hate when she be like, this is why ugly. This is why these ugly junks be out here feeling like they like that because a handsome dude screaming at them on the street.
Feel good. So.
Everybody needs some love, man. Everybody needs some love.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
This has been a great year, and we are
excellent.
the one, the only, the
Too
Too
Real
Real Radio. Jen Strong, lover of life. Happy to be in here once again.
Chuck Wagon again, always, and
I'm your man, C.
see,
Man,
there we go.
Check
There we
wiggity.
go.
How you feeling, man? How you feeling?
Feeling very, very good, man.
I'm
How
not.
y'all feeling, man?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of glad to be done with season 1. Like
Damn, that's right. Season,
not
yeah,
because
season one.
not
Yeah.
because I don't want to return and continue, but I need my Fridays. I gotta switch it. I haven't been out on a Friday in 11 months. 44 shows. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been.
right.
I done missed currency.
Been wonderful.
I done
That's
missed
what I'm saying.
currency 3 times,
I
man.
have
real.
enjoyed
Currency
every
came to
minute
my
of it.
Currency came to my job where I was supposed to be working, smoking,
And you wasn't there.
and I was here. I was so heated. My boss was like, "Yeah, he showed me big love." I was like, "So what?"
Yeah, you said,
I
so
don't care.
what?
Shout out to Duck, man. That's my man. But yeah, I was so
It's
heated.
been wonderful.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying.
I've
The
enjoyed
ride
it.
has been
I've
incredible.
enjoyed all
The
of our
connection.
wonderful
For real, man.
special guests.
The connections
Right.
that we've made, the products
been
that
wonderful.
we use. I need some more shampoo, soapbox soap, some out. That bar of soap, man. That coconut
I
sandalwood.
still got my little piece
What?
of the soap, the bar soap.
You got your bar of soap?
It's still a little piece. I mean,
Oh.
because I still, I use it every now and then. But
That's
it's
all I
starting
use.
to, it's
I
starting
told
to
y'all
come
that's
to the
all
end.
I'm using. If you make a product and you on this show, that's all I'm
I
rocking
ain't
from
get the
now
soap.
on.
I got the shampoo.
Man, that soap, it's
I got the-
sandalwood. I got sandalwood and
He gave me
coconut
the
sandalwood.
shampoo, the conditioner, and then he gave me the bar soap.
Yep.
I got the shampoo. And that
You left.
shampoo was amazing.
He left. That's what happened.
Yeah, he
just
came
left.
back, right, he
He
came
came
back
back with a
with
whole
some,
bunch of
yeah.
stuff.
The
I think we
shampoo
gave.
was
I
amazing.
think Deezy, didn't you get some stuff? The soap or the shampoo or something?
Yeah.
Man, that soap is amazing. My bathroom be smelling amazing.
Yeah, that joint is right. That
and
joint is
and,
right.
and it's crazy because it gives a good lather,
And what's his name again?
but it
What's his,
doesn't. Soapbox soap. That was Dave.
Soapbox soap.
That was Dave. Dave from Soapbox Soap.
See, I was trying to catch
Y'all
you
go
off
check 'em out.
guard. Yeah,
Soapbox
yeah,
soap.
look at you. You
Shout
said
out
that
to
going
Dave.
Yeah, shout out to Dave. Yeah,
Shout out
for
to
real.
Dave was the man. Dave was the man. But yeah, the soap doesn't like my bar of soap. I've been using it for a week now, and it's still the same size. I don't know.
It's amazing.
And the lather's amazing. And my
It's getting you really clean. You don't have to use too much.
But the main thing, like you said, though, man, I mean, looking back on it, though, it's like, damn, it's been a year, man.
It's been
I mean, it's been
wonderful.
damn near a year, man. I mean, it's like,
bullshit.
It's
yeah.
been
That's the
wonderful.
worst
Yeah.
place to freeze that right there, man.
Damn, hey, look and see, right? Like, and another thing, look and see, right?
I'm cussing somebody out. Let me tell you something else.
Right.
We ain't had a bag of the week in a while.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
I've been
yeah.
trying to get on
And
my
for the
healthy.
last show, let's flip it up. Yeah,
On my
let's
healthy
get on my
stuff,
healthy
so-
shit. Yeah.
Why
There
go
we
healthy now?
Y'all
Let's
need to
go healthy on
go.
the last episode.
Tell you what to do,
I
go.
mean,
You should have went
first
healthy.
season,
You should have went healthy when Dr. Mathura was here. You know what I'm saying? You had a
Right,
big.
well, yeah, we had a
you
big
had
ass
a-
bag.
we had a
sugar
doctor-
It's a
cubes
process.
and
We
shit
had
It's
a
a
doctor
process.
that specializes
Every
in
day you
diabetes.
getting
It
better.
is a process. It's
Every
a
day you
process.
getting
And
better.
you had
learning,
you had a
growing,
giant
you
bag of
changing.
candy that day too.
Yeah, it was
So
like
now
sugar cubes
I'm-
and
he
like
was looking at it. He was just like,
Right.
He was like, he couldn't
I'm
endorse
realizing
that.
to
It's
making,
like-
making small changes
There
here
you
and
go,
there.
though. You're right.
Go to your local Save-A-Lot and pick you up some of this Cajun Trail Mix.
Right.
Cajun
Okay.
everything is good, man. It's
I'm
Cajun.
trying to
Cajun shit
tell
work.
you. off the late night when you need something that's just
Or during the day.
savory a little bit. And they got the little. Let me tell you what they got in here.
Now, if you got a tree nut allergy,
You got the
man, you gotta
seasoned
stay away from
peanuts.
that,
Then
though.
you got the
It got
butter
almonds in
toffee
that
peanuts, y'all. Then you got the Cajun sesame sticks. The
Shit,
roasted
the sesame
corn,
sticks.
y'all. The roasted corn.
Or the corn
They got
nuts?
little corn. No corn. The actual corn. They hard. They crunchy.
Corn nuts, you
corn
know,
nuts,
them
yeah,
joints.
probably
Honey
corn nuts, yeah.
roasted sesame sticks and almonds.
That's where they mess
Do
it
the
up
almonds
at.
in
with
it.
the
The
and
sesame sticks
almonds,
is the
yeah.
killer. The
Everything
sesame
up
sticks
until
is
the and
that's my-
almonds
They
was
did
good
it.
as a mother.
They did it.
I feel
They
bad
did
for
it.
anybody
do
that
it.
can't eat almonds, tree nuts.
And if
stuff.
you
My
can't
son
do the
can't.
almonds, you get you
Think
some of
about-
these, the apple chips.
Oh, that's a substitute for that bomb ass bag of trail mix, man.
Get you
Some
some of the apple chips. They
some
got
apple
them in
You
like
wasn't-
they got them in like
Those
3 different
Apple
flavors.
chips, all right.
You weren't here for
And they delicious.
when Adrian came from Blue Henry. That she had the drink toppings.
Switch it up for your kids.
Oh,
Switch
that's
it up.
Right, that's right. And
She had some
Switch it up for your
dried
kids.
dried
Slices
apples
that
and
she
stuff.
put on it,
Yeah,
but
that you
yeah,
put in your
yeah.
drink or whatever. You know,
Delicious.
really dope.
I remember seeing the joint when she
Drop the name again on you.
A little bit healthier.
Yeah.
Delicious. Nice little treat.
But healthier alternatives
Oh,
to, you know,
yeah, that's
we
all it
always
is.
got to eat
That's
them.
all
Look,
it is.
like I
Alternative.
say,
Anything in moderation,
Everything.
bro.
There you go. I didn't have to.
Oh.
There you go.
Everything in
Everything in
moderation.
moderation.
That's
That's
right.
it. That's it.
From
That's
C's
I
brain
still got the cane.
out of my shit.
Yeah, y'all be
There we
plucking
go.
my brains
Hey,
sometimes,
there we
man.
go, young.
I be having like things I be about to ask questions I have, and I be like, so, and you be like, so how about this? And I be like,
Right.
so have you ever seen them episodes? If you go back and watch any of our episodes,
When
and
you
I
do
look
that.
and I look bored, and I just be like, because she's
Just
pulling
taking all the shit out right.
right out, It's
Right, taking all that shit
It's
out.
wonderful. It's wonderful.
So yeah, what's up with you though?
This
man?
week,
What's going
this
on?
week, this
Yeah.
week.
This week.
What's going on this week? What happened this week?
A lot of things, man. What we
Go ahead. Knock yourself
No, no,
out.
no,
I,
no.
Look, I didn't watch. Everybody was hitting me up all week. Man, you watching the Michael? You watching
Yeah,
it?
I mean,
no,
you know, that
I'm
was-
not. I don't need to know that this guy's been lying the entire time. I didn't need a hearing to confirm what the hell we already knew. Like it's like this is ridiculous at this point. I say just let him ride it out, man. Honestly, just let him ride it because it's pure comedy. Nothing's getting accomplished. Nothing's getting done.
The state
Minus
of
separation.
affairs,
And
though. I mean, you know.
we
What
know
was
for a
that?
fact though that he's not coming back. That's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? That's
He
the
gonna run
end.
again though.
Do
He
we?
gonna-
Are
Oh,
we
he's going to
sure?
run.
He
He's
gonna
not
run.
going to win.
Are we sure?
I don't know, man.
Unless-
I said
unless-
that the first go
Right,
round.
right.
You know what I mean? I
Unless-
was looking
you know,
dumb as shit the
you
first
know.
go
Divide,
round. Like,
unless they continue to divide the Democratic Party, and you know she's here and there, and as long as we as black people continue to vote strictly on color, he can win. You know, Kamala Harris is running. You know, and everybody's
do
like,
your
she does
research,
not vote. She's a
people.
black woman. I'm like, yeah, but she locked a whole bunch of black people up. You know what I'm saying? So
Do
is
your
that what you
research.
really
Everybody
want?
got
Don't
I mean,
just jump to
yeah.
a conclusion based on color. Do your
yeah,
research.
you gotta do your
Man, look, I
research,
keep
but-
saying
Start
this,
doing
man.
your research now.
He might not make it much
You know
longer,
how
but
it
just
go,
vote
though. A
for
lot of
Bernie,
people
man.
don't, though.
Just get
That's what
vote
I'm
for
saying.
Bernie.
Start
Yeah, a lot of
doing it
people
now.
don't do
Bernie
research,
about the
right.
struggle, man. That's all I keep saying. Bernie been about the struggle since before we were born. He was getting arrested with the struggle in the
Man, I
beginning.
ain't know shit about Bernie until the last election. That's what I'm saying. I literally, I mean,
But
he
do
up
you
in, he
ever-
tucked away up in New Hampshire somewhere or
Do
something.
you
right?
ever really know anything about anybody running until they run for real? I mean, for the most
See,
part.
that's
you know what I
that's the
mean?
education part, though. That's what I'm saying. We got to start knowing how they voted
yeah.
in the House or how they voted in the Senate to kind of know where their brain at. Because he got some shit in his past too.
And,
The way he done
and,
voted.
and y'all leave my girl AOC alone, man. She
Who that?
rocking, huh? Ocasio Cortez.
Hey, what's her tag name? What?
I call her AOC.
AOC.
Yeah.
AOC. Yeah.
Alexandria Ocasio Cortez. She like that, man.
nah,
She
she doing
is
it.
shaking
She
up the
doing it.
whole. They
Hey, she
don't
was
like
drilling
her.
with them questions too.
They don't
though.
like. I wish that we didn't live in such a sexist society because eventually she would be a good. I think that given some time and. You know, she a little rough around the edges in her approach sometimes, but she get right to the, meat and potatoes. She ain't about the appetizers and all that. She don't want the bread on the table, you can't bring her the bread and the butter. She like, just bring me my steak, and just cut right to the, cut through the
Too soon
bullshit.
to
And
say, I think.
but
It is
give it,
early,
like I said,
man.
give her
Right.
some time. She's still,
Right,
she's
because like I
way
said, I
too
ain't know
young.
nothing
I
about her
mean,
until just now.
what she like?
But
20,
she's like
she
an
like 24,
activist though.
She's
I
like
mean,
24,
started
right?
an activist too.
She's like 24, 25 or something like. So I think that like I always say, myself at 24 was a goddamn idiot. You know what I'm saying? So some of the approach that I had the general idea, the general gist of what I wanted and what I wanted to be, but no. You know what I'm saying? If I had a time machine, I say this shit. I say it all the time. If I had a time machine, I would go back to 18, smack myself in the head. 21, smack myself in the head. 25. I mean, we can keep going all the way up to about
A whole
30.
bunch of,
All the way to about 30.
head
Then it's
smacks.
like, you can, all right, you're good now. Yeah, but everything up and before that was a damn fool, man. You know what I'm saying? I was fight the corporation and fight the done and fight the done. Don't feed the big machine and and now I'm just like, look, just take care of your family and just start with your family and your close circle. If you can impact somebody close to you, just start small and let that,
But I'm saying, I think the progression of life is you young, you feeling yourself, you feel
grown.
so ambitious, you do all this and that. Damn, that was smooth as shit. Yeah,
I'm a ventriloquist.
no, I'm looking like
Oh my God.
I was looking like,
I turn around. I'm like, hold up.
I didn't know I could do that. Holy I surprised myself.
That was
Something is right here.
right.
I can throw my voice.
You went to this show to do that and shit, right? Like, yo, watch this shit I've been practicing for the whole
Look, for the whole season.
and shit.
This is what I've been working on all season. Trying to just
Right, watch this move. I'm about to
watch how I do this.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
that was funny as shit, man. But yeah, progression of life, man.
Yeah.
I can't even top
Blah,
that
blah,
though. Fuck
blah,
it.
right.
Blah. I
I
can't even
thought,
top
you know what's funny? Because I was about to say similar to what it was at 18. I was about to say, at 18, I'm growing. But when it started, I was like,
But think about, you just said picking your brain though. You said that shit earlier.
Yeah.
And shit though. So I mean, it's like came straight out that joint.
it's like transparent right,
just
here. All my thoughts
just be thinking this shit. Yeah.
Woo.
But
That was deep.
man.
That was it. So, what else this week? This week, I wanted to get into. I really want to talk about Victoria's Secret closing. Now, why is that? Yeah, they're closing a lot of their stores. Victoria's Secret, Gap, J.C. Penney's.
Just the stores though, like they gonna stay online and stuff like that.
I would imagine, but brick and mortar's done. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's what- and those are traditionally like mall stores when you think of them.
Yeah.
Victoria's
Victoria's
Gap
Secret.
and malls ain't popping like they used to. So
Nah, you don't even have an arcade anymore. Like, what the? How you gonna have a mall without an arcade? Like, I mean, the arcades are now
they
bars.
still make arcade games.
They got bars. They're in bars.
Well,
It's an
that's
arcade
right,
bar
yeah,
down
Dave
the
and
street.
Buster's, shit
I
like
mean,
that,
that's
yeah, all that.
well, not even Dave. It's like a real bar that my brother went to on I think it's either 9th Street or Bayou Street, and you go in and downstairs like a straight arcade. I mean, that's the new thing. That's what these kids don't know nothing about an arcade, so it wouldn't fascinate them. But me, I was in the arcade when I was young. I still got tokens and shit that I got saved.
Wait, the arcade was the shit back in the day. Yeah.
But they are closing a lot of their stores, and it started a big debate online with a couple of people that I follow, and they were like, that's what they get for not including big women's clothes and da 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 da. And I'm like, okay, look, I understand that maybe they didn't service a certain group, right? But that's not their problem. You know what I'm saying? It's not their problem that you big and can't fit in their clothes. I'm not trying to be mean about it, but that's what they specialize in. But nobody's complaining about Lane Bryant not servicing small women. You know what I'm saying? Should we shut down every woman's Foot Locker because they don't sell men's shoes? I mean, everything is not for everybody. I think the problem that we're having in today's society is everybody wants to be included in everything, and everything isn't for you. My biggest beef is with the Girl Scouts.
Yeah.
Why we're including Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts, right? But if you don't like the curriculum or whatever they're doing or the activities in Girl Scouts, change it. Nobody says y'all have to sew.
Right.
If y'all want to go camping, you need to get a counselor that's going to take y'all camping. You just have to change it. You don't have to invade someone else's space to make yourself feel, whatever. Inclusion is a problem. I think that at certain points in our lives, boys and girls need to have their own space to develop their own identities.
But that's where the lines getting blurred now. Though.
You
I mean,
can't-
they feel like that's.
Look, my son need to be around boys sometimes.
No, trust me, I definitely understand what you're saying.
He's
But that's where we
13.
at,
He's
though.
developing. He doesn't need to be concerned with. He needs to first learn how to be a boy before he's worried about getting with a girl. So when you got girls around, you can't say that. And I'm not saying that you should be able to call drop the H bombs and the B words on them because there's no girls around. What I'm saying is you need to be able to be around, learn how to be
a balance to it. Yeah. You need to be around girls and boys. Need to be around.
But it's okay to have your own activities. It's okay for girls to have their own thing. It's okay for boys to have their. We're not saying that you can't y'all can't intermingle, but. If y'all want to just start a whole new group called the Scouts, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But I don't feel like Like there was a post recently that said that a woman said we need to abolish Father's Day because it's a patriarchal or a day and it makes women feel bad. I'm like,
She
okay.
feel that way about Mother's Day?
Maybe.
Of course not.
Maybe.
Yeah,
she
yeah,
just
exactly.
feel
I
bad.
bet
But
she
on the
did,
same
right.
hand, what if it's two gay men, they adopt a child? Don't they get a Father's Day? You know what I'm saying? This whole feminist movement to take away, I feel like, and I hate to say this, I feel like the feminist movement's job is to take away stuff from men instead of promoting themselves. You don't have to knock us to get you. You don't have to blow my candle out to make yours shine. Just do some other shit. Do some stuff that pertains to what you want to do and what
Which
you
one came first? Do you know?
What?
You know,
Boy Scouts.
Father's Day? No. Father's Day or Mother's Day?
I don't know.
Like, I wonder if.
Father's Day some bullshit anyway.
No, I'm saying it
How you gonna
seemed
put
like
me on the
Father's Day
grill
probably
on my
came
day?
But
second,
now
right?
it's a damn
It
day
seems-
for.
seems like
Well, I got it's Father's Day. Fire the grill up.
Right, gotta put you to work
You
on
cooking?
your day and shit, right?
know
Now
what I'm
it's a
saying?
day
But it
for
seemed like
everything.
Father's Day probably came.
It's a day
Father's
for
Day some
everything.
trash,
Every
man.
day is
you
a
get
day.
the same tie.
Remember, it's all about money
Exactly.
with the
You get the same week tie
the
every
Hallmark
year.
Every
cards
day
and
is
all that
annual
shit.
something day, and I
Right.
never heard of it.
Remember the card companies? They said started all this.
They
shit.
started
Like, Hallmark
everything.
started. Yeah,
That's
you
why
get a
I'm
card for this
celebrating
day.
none of
Get a
it.
card for that day. Yeah.
So I'm celebrating none of it. Just miraculously, it's a holiday every month. Just something.
It's something.
Every
Right,
month.
It's something. Like what is it this month? This
CVS
March,
changing
right?
the shelves every month. The
St.
stores
Patrick's
changing
Day.
the shelves
St.
every
Patrick's
month.
Day.
Go out and get sloshed
Let me
up.
go-
Wear green and
Flag
get
Day
sloshed
or
up.
something.
Let me
I
go
think it's
put the
Flag
new
Day or
candy
something.
out.
Still like
Let
an
me go
Irish.
put the new
Kite
candy
Day,
out
when
every
you,
month.
When you fly kites and shit. You fly
Kite Day,
kites and
Boxing
Kite
Day.
Yeah.
I mean, every day is a day.
That's what I'm
Secretary
saying.
Day. You know what I'm
Every
saying?
day is a day.
Administrative Assistant Day. Like,
Yeah.
Isn't that Secretary's Day? I mean, it's just we don't need to acknowledge. I feel like in society now we're acknowledging mediocrity. Like just regular shit. Just fly a kite today. You know what I'm saying? It's Kite Day. You know what I'm saying? We don't need. So that was my thing about.
It's all
Victoria's
about
Secret.
money, though. I mean, like you say, we didn't capitalize on all this
it's
shit.
not for
All
you.
this shit from back in the day got capitalized on.
Why
so.
go
It's a
somewhere?
lot of
And
stores
added
that's
on
closing,
to-
and it's
Why
going to be
go
closing.
somewhere? Oh yeah, Gap is closing. J.C. Penney's is closing. Macy's is actually closing. They're closing a lot of their stores. Nobody's buying this crap no more. You know what I'm saying? I
Shit
mean,
is crap.
it's just
I
Nobody-
think it's just
The
millennials
malls, man.
ain't
It's
going
just the
for
mall.
it.
The millennials
They
are too
not going
damn
for it.
lazy to go to the store.
Yeah, order it.
So they're
Amazon.
like, fuck it, I'll just stay in bed, order
Jeff
this shit from my
Bezos.
phone. real
Bezos, you
quick.
did it.
That's all it
Everything.
is.
Bezos, you
Everything.
did it. You did it. You figured out
Yeah, I'm
in your
talking shit
garage
to you
one day
millennials
how to
right
get
now.
everybody to just buy and get it delivered. Nobody wants to go out and I can order. But the shoes are what? How much in the store? I can get them for cheap on Amazon. You know what I'm
Order
saying?
it,
And I got
come
Prime
right to
free
you,
shipping.
right.
You know what I'm saying? And if
That's where we
Amazon
at now. That's
and if
where
Amazon
we
loses your
gotten to.
packages, they'll return it. They'll give you a whole new joint just cause they don't even question the fact that you might have really gotten your package. I didn't get my package. Well, whatever. We'll send you another one. Don't even worry about it. So you don't have to go through the hassle of returning in the stores and there's a stain on it and there's no tag on it and shit. Amazon will
All
come
you
get it.
gotta do is know your size. Know your
it.
size.
Hey, look, I
That's
go to
it.
the
Be
store.
real
I go
with
to the store and
yourself about your
size stuff
size.
sometimes. I go to the store and be like, I'm a large. All right, let me get on my and on the way
Right,
out
and
the
then
store,
now,
I
You
go
go
now
find
let
the
me
same
order-
shirt
let me put this
online.
shit back on the hanger.
Yep. And you can go
And
find
step
the exact
outside and
same
order
shirt.
this shit right and get it cheaper
Yep.
right online. That's
From
all
the
it
same
is.
store if
If
you
From the
want to.
same
yeah.
store if you
Go
want
to the Gap store. They
Yep.
got deals and that's the other
Yep.
thing. They're giving you deals online that they're not giving you in the store. So
Yep.
it's like, you know.
Yeah, that's where we at now. No?
Technology at its best.
But everything, like I said, inclusion, you don't have to be a part of everything. It just it's I think our ego makes us feel like we need to be a part of everything. Like I need to why can't I be a Boy Scout? Because you're a girl?
I'm gonna tell you this. I don't think it's ego. I think it's the history. If you look at it, of like not including people. You dig what I'm saying? So obviously, I mean, we all know. I mean, shit. It's a big black eye on a whole bunch of shit that didn't happen. Not including people and shit along the years. You know, man. I ain't about to get deep with it, but you know exactly what I'm talking about and shit. So as we keep going, it's like, all right, now y'all got rights. Y'all got rights. Y'all got rights. Y'all got rights. So I think it's almost like a.
But what do we do when we get
Not
to
making up
I
for
feel
it,
like
but
we're
that's
gonna
just
get
where
to
we at now.
We're gonna get to the point one day where there's nothing else to rebel against. It's like, you know, I feel like once you give,
Won't that be a great day?
because once you give, it's like once you give them,
Peace.
once you give somebody,
I
okay,
say everything right. Everything's accepted.
all right,
Nobody got no issues with nothing. I mean, that's a utopia.
But people are gonna find something. I feel like that's what we're doing now. Now we're finding.
It's only human nature,
Victoria's
too. I mean, you
Secret
ain't
been
gonna get
rocking for
everybody.
30 goddamn years for skinny girls. Everybody knows that. I mean, you can get, you know, whatever.
I
But
don't
if you
think that's
got
the reason why they're going down.
if you got
though.
triple E's or whatever, then you just can't rock the. You know what I'm saying?
That's
But
probably.
it's part of
Yeah,
it.
it's of a reason. It
I
gotta
mean,
be of a
brick and mortar
reason.
stuff,
Just-
of course, and,
I mean,
you
like
know,
you say, when you think of Victoria's Secret, you
overpriced
think of
and
malls.
They
and
underboard.
They still get all them little sprays and stuff.
they spray it and Pink leaving.
That's
I
why
mean,
they-
we ain't gonna see Pink no more. For real, that's
It's
all.
over. It's over because now it's a
The
movement.
lotions.
It's a
All that
movement
shit.
now, though. It's
All
a
that
movement
shit.
to
All
abolish.
that
It's a movement now to abolish stuff. We're not even trying to get them to change. We just want to shut them down. Like, you know what I'm saying? We don't want to have a dialogue and say, look, why don't y'all just make bigger bras? You know what I'm saying? Or
Their name gotta stay around though. I think it's probably
bigger
just like
sizes.
going
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
online,
Why not just do that instead? Like, now we're gonna shut them down. Like, damn, why not create something for yourself? When there's no opportunity for you, you gotta. There's no fucking door. You know what I'm saying? Make a window. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. However the saying goes. You know what I mean? I just think that people are just looking for something to buck against all constantly. You got to.
They need to make a store selling them damn angel wings. They'll be back in business tomorrow.
They got them online.
online,
Nobody wants that shit. Nobody wants them angel wings.
Hey.
And then
I
too,
don't know
you
what
know,
else- I don't
a
know
lot
what
of people
else
say
to do
it's
to help
not.
you.
Say that was
They're
your
not
last-
That was
including.
my last.
They're not
my last
including
effort.
Last
bigger
effort.
women. They're
Right.
not, you know, and it's like, so what?
They got bigger sizes. They just don't.
But the
model
model,
bigger
the
sizes.
models
and
aren't.
shit. They got bigger
the models
sizes.
aren't
right?
whatever.
They be like, oh
but-
yeah, let's go in the back and get your joints real quick, and then in the back, all the way to the top.
Not to be mean again, but you can't be a big sloppy runway model. You can be a big girl, Ashley Graham. I think she's sexy as all hell. She thick as hell.
Well, the
I
key
love
word
it.
you said is sloppy though.
Maybe
I mean,
people
sloppy
just not wearing underwear no
you
more.
can't be sloppy skinny. I mean, shit.
Maybe
skinny
the
sloppy.
millennials just not wearing underwear.
They not.
period.
They
You
not.
said-
I can see. I can see through your stretch
That could
pants.
be a
I can
part
see
of
through
it.
your yoga
They wear
pants. You
drawers
have
on
on
there.
no
Just
drawers.
not wearing, you
Yeah,
know,
I just said,
I
fuck it.
can't tell you.
All
the
you
last
have on
time
is a
I done
sweater,
bought-
Uggs, and tights.
Super
That's
lazy. Like we don't even want to
all
put
you
underwear
wear,
on
you know
no
what I'm
more. Like
Pretty
fuck
soon
it.
I'm
Just,
not gonna have it. I just been getting rid of, and I have not been replacing. Just
yeah. At some point, walking around naked is gonna have to be acceptable, Joe. Like,
It
yo,
should
fuck
be.
that shit. Like,
That's how
look,
we came in here.
what do you have against my nakedness?
That's
you know?
what you came in here
offensive.
with.
Your penis is
This
offensive.
crazy.
You know what
That's
I'm
what
saying?
we had though.
Gotta be back to how supposedly it was before.
Back in the day, I mean, yeah, somebody
Back in the beginning.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, think about the whole burn the bra
Real
movement
nakedness,
back
you
in
didn't
the
see it.
60s, 70s or something.
Feminism did it.
See, you keep saying
And
he
the
did it,
feminism
so
wasn't-
Feminism did it.
My belief on that is feminism wasn't for. It was for lesbian women. That's who that was for. It wasn't for all women. It wasn't for black women. It was for white lesbian women who felt displaced. They felt like they didn't have a place in society, and they pushed for. You know, now they're pushing for, you know, get rid of Father's Day. They're pushing. It's not, you know, it's you know.
But that's not gonna happen.
What?
They gonna get rid of Father's Day, get rid of Mother's Day, get rid of all
Get
the
rid of
other
all
days.
this bullshit.
That's what I'm
I don't
saying.
need to keep
You
buying
already-
all this.
You already know. I
Right,
don't
right,
know.
You go.
I
You
see that.
you
That's
you
exactly
spend
what
10
That's
minutes.
exactly why.
You spend 10 minutes in the card aisle,
I ain't doing it.
and then you get it home and you give it to your lady, and she says thank you, and then it's in the trash on Monday. Like, man, I just wasted $5 and 30 minutes trying to find the perfect
It
card
might
to
not be in the
display how I
trash.
feel about you, and it's in the trash.
It might not be in the
If you
trash.
ever gave me a card, I guarantee you, I still have it. I still have
I-
every card
You know
everybody's
how
ever
you just
given
said
me.
You took the words out of my mouth.
What?
If you ever gave me a card, I
got it.
guarantee you I still
No,
have
no,
it.
Still
no.
got the
If you
joint,
just
yeah.
wrote your name in
Still
it,
have it.
if you wrote your name in it, I trashed it. I did that. But if you wrote a message in it, something special, I got it. I got
Only
all.
ones
Oh, you
that-
said
the
just
only-
the
only
name
ones I throw
signature though.
away-
You
I have
like, nah.
every note, every postcard and every note my aunt wrote me while I was in basic training. I still got them.
The only
I
ones
got
throw
them on the-
away
I
is
got
the
some
ones
of them
the
on the
doctor's
refrigerator.
office send you. You know the doctor's office.
My lawyer
send
be
you the
sending me
little
jumps. You know what I'm
Christmas
saying?
Oh, those.
Yeah,
All
the
right,
little
I got
doctor's
My
office,
lawyer's
the
there.
chiropractor, the
He
therapy.
didn't even write his name. It's printed in the card.
Right,
Right in the card.
I throw those away, but
I break down on them Jones.
And you know what? Periodically, I look back through them and I read them. I just look through a bunch.
When I'm having
of
a
my
rough
cards.
time, when I'm having
Yeah,
a rough
I got
time,
letters from my grandmother. Yeah.
when I have a rough time, I go back and read certain cards that my aunt wrote me when I was like injured in the army or whatever. And she wrote, you're built from tough stuff. You're tougher than this. You come from tough stuff.
Tough stuff.
Sometimes you need to hear that when you feeling like some shit. You be like, man, I'm weak as hell. No, this card right here proves that I come from tough stuff.
Right,
She
right.
said it.
She
You know what
said
I'm
it.
saying? So
Back in what year? 19.
I was like 2002, 3.
Hey.
I was post 9/11, so I was.
2002, I got all mine.
I got love letters and all
So
that
you
shit.
joined
tucked
like
away.
at wartime and shit. Huh? Like you
Post-
knew
yeah,
you was
post
about
9/11.
to, you knew what was about to happen.
Oh
when you
yeah,
joined this shit.
I didn't go
Yeah,
for that though. I went for the travel. I went to get away from everybody I knew. I needed some space. You know what I'm saying? I went for travel. I went for guns, man. I did.
Right,
do that.
right. You lead with it. Yeah, I went for travel.
Yeah, I went for training. I
wanted
went to be able to buy, big time firearms when I got home. I like, once you come out the army, you could buy a rocket launcher. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Wow.
they're not questioning why you need it. It's like, no, military. Get that man a rocket launcher. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why he's
No.
gonna need it, but
No.
so that's what I went
Don't
for.
give that
and
man
I went
a
for
rocket
I went for travel. I
launcher.
went to see the world, and I went to see, get some money or whatever, But the whoever upstairs and my mother was like, nope, wipe them out. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
ain't about to happen,
Wipe
right.
out.
Yeah,
And I was injured, and that was it. You know what I'm saying? That's the end of basketball, football, and all that, but no bullets in the ass. So I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
yeah, I keep all that shit. So
Me too.
kill all these holidays.
Yeah.
So today,
Make your own holidays within your family and within your group. That's what you do. Create your own day.
Festivus, a festival
Create
for
your
the
own
rest of
Thug
us.
celebrations.
holiday. Remember
Celebrate
Trick Daddy
each
joint?
other.
Trick Daddy joint.
You know.
Thug holiday. Thugs need a holiday. Remember
You ever
said
seen
that?
Seinfeld?
That's creating your own holiday, like you said.
That was a song, man.
Festivus.
Make your
No,
own.
Oh, Festivus. Oh, Festivus. Yeah, that was Seinfeld.
I guarantee
a
somebody
festival
will
for the rest
celebrate
of us
that
and
shit.
shit.
Guarantee
Be
somebody will
aware.
celebrate.
Be aware how you feel, and go along with
Oh yeah,
wrong
wrong with that.
with
So
that.
enough of that.
Enough of that.
So,
Enough of that.
on the
So today we have our last guest. Save our best.
Wonderful guest.
Save our best for last. I figure we go out on a positive note.
It's been
all right,
positive.
cool.
Well, no,
Always
I
positive.
don't mean that. I mean, because we do a lot of products and stuff. But today we're gonna do, some good charitable work. We're gonna talk about some charitable work,
Okay.
and I think that's the best way to go out, right?
All right, let's do it.
So we're gonna
be
take a
right back.
quick break,
Quick
and
break.
we're gonna get Mr. David Street up here to talk about Penn DMV.
Cool.
Did you? Okay. All right, so we are joined with Mr. David Street from Penn DMV. How you doing?
Man, I'm
Hey,
good,
what's up,
man. Thanks for
What's
having
going
me.
on, man?
Thank you. We had you scheduled before. We had some conflicted times or whatever. So I'm glad that we got you back, especially for this, because we're gonna take a quick break for next season. But tell us about Penn DMV.
Man, Penn DMV started it back in 2014. It's at the Boys and Girls Club on Benton Road, talking to about 15, 20 young guys. And one thing I noticed, every 5 minutes, I would say, hey, man, put your phone away. Put your phone away. And it was like one of those sink or swim situations where I could keep telling them put their phone away, or I can incorporate the social media that they were on, the Twitter, the Instagram, into the actual conversation. So got the idea. I was like, okay, I'm going to start doing mentoring, conflict resolution, decision making, but I'm doing it through a social media lens. And so from there, Penn DMV, we started doing Passport to Manhood summits, Smart Girl summits, where we talk about leadership, conflict resolution, decision making, but through a lens of social media. So what does all this look like? Like how do you when you think about decision making, let's talk about it on your Instagram, the people you follow, the things you post. When you think about workforce development, your job opportunities and stuff like that, there's a code of conduct that you need to be aware of, because everything you post and tweet, you could possibly get fired for, and that has happened. Colleges are now looking at your Facebook and Instagram profiles and stuff, and so just really trying to teach our young people how to be better digital citizens, showing them that this thing called their phone can help them be better advocates in their community. You see a street light out, why don't you tweet at the man and say, yo, you need to fix this, I don't feel safe in my community, come through. Like this phone, these platforms are actually power for you. We just want them to use it the right way.
That's excellent.
Yo, for real. That's pretty
That's
cool, man.
deep. That's what's
I'm,
needed.
I'm over here jotting notes and stuff down, and I'm just thinking like, that's their phone is always literally not even in their pocket anymore. It's always in their hand constantly. Quick to tweet, quick to film a fight, quick to film, but aren't doing anything positive with that. Did you find that it was difficult to kind of get them to make that transition in thinking instead of?
Nah. It wasn't difficult at all. They already know some of this stuff.
Okay.
But it's like you just kind of going in and reinforcing it. You're showing like actual examples of things that have happened to other people. And so it's like that light bulb moment. Oh, aha. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. I have done that before. I have seen this happen before. And to your point, I mean, the Pew Research, man, put out a report last year. Our young people ages 13 to 19 spending 13 to 14 hours of screen time each day.
What?
Wow.
Each day.
Wow.
So you think about a 24-hour day, and you have
I'm like,
somebody.
when are you sleeping? When are you doing anything?
I mean, it's like when they wake up, that's the first thing they grab for. I mean, I know adults, that's the first thing they grab for is their cell phone, and it's literally in their hand, to your point, in their face every single day. And so if it's going to be that constant, I think we need to be teaching them the best practices around how to use it correctly. When to put it down, when not to use it, all those different types of things, because it's not going anywhere.
That's
Right, that's the main thing about it. Like you said, it ain't going nowhere. So it's like, if you're going to try to talk to them, it's like, all right, use the means of communication that they're using. All right, this is what y'all want now. All right, let's do that then. So I feel you on that.
Yeah, so like the school we're at now, we're at Dunbar Senior High School, and we've been blessed, man, to get a partnership with Facebook. And when we were talking to them, man, maybe a couple of weeks ago, I brought one of the teachers with me, and they said 80% of the fights in Dunbar Senior High School amongst the girls are because of something that happened on social media. Somebody
80%.
tweeted something, somebody put something out there, and by the time they got by the time school ended, man, they outside wrecking, they fighting and everything like that. You go pull them aside. Well, what happened? Why y'all fighting? Oh man, she said this. No, this happened. And it all goes back to social media. It's all what's happening on Snapchat, Twitter, all that stuff.
You can just pull it up.
My little cousin just got in a fight
Screenshot.
this week.
Right, exactly.
What her mother
I
came
got the
home.
screenshot.
Was it 26? So let's say the 26th. I think I was talking to her mother. She got in a fight on the 26th.
Wow.
Social media.
Wow.
Start on social media. Your mother's this. Your mother's that. Your mother's that. And then eventually she got to school and what you say about my mother?
Yeah.
Boom, right in the face. And it was like, it's social. You gassing up for the crowd.
Right.
And was it necessary? No. Am I mad? No. You stood up for yourself, but it didn't have to go because of someone bashing you over the internet. I mean, we came up in the sticks and stones. So until you put your hands on me, I don't care what you say to me.
Right.
My mother could be all of that. I don't give a damn. But if you put your hands on me, but now it's like that's
Not only do you have a reputation in person, you got a reputation online.
An online reputation.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you, what is it about the girls now? It seems like they're a little more. I know what I'm trying to say. They're a little more violent, a little more aggressive than
They are, yeah.
than what they were when we were coming up.
I mean, that's $1 million question. If I knew exactly what it was, I'd probably be consulting around the country telling people, man, how to fix it. I have no idea, but it's definitely a trend when you go, particularly here in DC, like the fights in schools 2 times more likely to be amongst girls than it is guys. That's just how it is.
It's like the level of it's like the testosterone is gone from here to here. The level of
No.
Yeah. I mean, it just seems like now that the females are just highly, even older females. It just seems like they're just highly aggressive, like just overly just.
Yeah.
Well, I was just gonna say to your point. Remember, now everybody has access to recording stuff now too. You know what I mean? So it's also, I think, kind of almost relative a little bit. Not to say that it ain't spiked up though. Don't get me wrong. I agree with what you're saying, but it's also in our face. I mean, we see it so much.
So what's
now,
going on with the
because
girls
everybody has a camera now, so.
is deep.
This might have been stuff you ain't seeing.
What's
back
going
in the
on
day,
with
but now
our
you
with
seeing
our
it, like, yeah.
black females is deep.
Right.
It's generational
Yeah,
curses
true,
that's
yeah.
being passed down.
Yeah.
It's cycles that's being passed
Yeah.
down. It's stuff that need to be healed.
Yeah.
It's stuff that need to be talked about.
Right.
It's stuff that need to be dealt with.
Right.
It's stuff that need to be swept from up under the carpet, up under the rug.
Right.
That your mother need to sweep from up under her rug, and that your grandmother need to sweep from up under her rug.
Right.
That's what's wrong with them.
Right.
They don't even know
I
what's
dig
wrong
that.
with them.
I
That's
Right.
what's wrong with them.
I agree. And then,
It's a lot of it, along with eating the wrong food, watching the wrong stuff, not drinking enough water,
Right.
not getting the
Right.
proper,
Nutrition,
not getting the proper,
Right.
not being
Mental.
around the proper people, not
Right.
having the proper mentors,
right. Right.
having sex too early, not
Right.
having the proper guidance,
Right. Right.
not having that female in your life that's gonna tell you you don't need to be doing
Stay in
that.
your place type. Yeah.
Right. Right.
You need to be staying a child as long as you possibly can.
Absolutely.
You 11, no, you can't have no boyfriend.
Right.
No, you don't need to have no boyfriend.
Right.
No, you can't go spend the night over nobody's house.
Right. Right.
Go sit your ass down and read a book. That's what's missing.
You can't
Right,
read a book.
They
Yeah,
out
boy,
running the
that's right.
streets
Yeah.
and being on their phones and being hot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And maybe like you were saying with the cell phone thing, maybe it's just the access. I'm sorry, guy. Maybe just the access of having, being bombarded. I told somebody the other day being bombarded with Cardi. Not to knock Cardi B. I that's not my thing.
And online is no age.
But to be
There's no age online. You just a picture.
That's right. And it's that false community, right? They see all these images that they think are real life, but it's not. And so
Yeah.
for a lot of them, to your point, because they probably are growing up in environments where they are depressed, where they just want to get away, it's giving them a false release into another world, but that world is not real. It's
Right.
fake. It's phony. And they just keep feeding into it hour after hour after hour until
they
they
don't even
become
realize
somebody
Right.
they don't even recognize who they are themselves anymore.
Because they never knew.
Right.
That's true.
They never
Right.
had a chance to know because ever since they've been 2 and 3,
twerk.
they done had a phone, a tablet.
Yeah, yeah. They're growing up with it. It's their language. This is what they speak. Like I tell our guys all the time, like we used to have the, how do you approach a girl little session with the guys and everything.
They have no idea.
They have no idea. I just DM her. What?
Yeah, right.
My
Hit it,
son-
hit it,
my
right,
son-
yeah, right,
My son,
yeah.
my son did the same thing.
Yeah.
My
I
son's
just DM her.
13. So
And I was like, I remember, man, if it was a girl at the mall, you saw her like, yo, you were, man, searching for a pen and a piece of paper to try to
Right,
figure
try to
out.
go up and get it.
Yeah,
Right, it's like,
exactly.
look, right,
Now you
right,
just-
we talked about the other
Noticing
day.
the girl.
What your
They-
band was watching to be like, all right, let's see what
You
happens.
had to have
See
some
what
kind of
happens.
game. You
Right,
had
exactly.
to.
Yeah,
But we talked about this a few weeks ago. I was saying that the last time I was at a club, I was at a bar. You saw. It was like being back in high school. The girls were here, the guys were here. He's drinking, he's looking at her, she's standing over with her friends, and nobody is going to talk to anybody.
Yeah.
They're waiting for you can get online and boom, hit your favorite whoever and talk to your favorite whoever, and you have all the game in the world, but going right up. My son asked me, he said, how do you talk to a girl? I said, what do you mean? He said, how do I talk to a girl that I like? I said, you go talk to her. He said, what do I say? I said, hi.
Yeah.
She says hi, then you say, how are you? She says, fine. That's good.
Yeah.
That's how you start the conversation.
Right.
But
Absolutely.
they can't, that's escaped them. This has blocked all of that.
Yeah, it's giving them that false confidence. They think because they can do it in a DM, it's the same thing as approaching them in person, and it's totally different. It's totally different.
Yeah, it definitely is. Had I known that it was going to go this route, I would have never settled down. Because right now it's like shooting fish in a barrel. Like all you have to do is say, "Hey, how you doing? Let me get your number." Okay.
Right.
It's no work. It's no effort. It's
That's
no.
why I want to say it's wonderful what you're doing because it's seeming like we the last ones that's remembering.
Yeah.
what it was like
Yeah.
before.
Y'all laugh at me for this. Y'all keep laughing at me for my books and stuff. I keep
You know what I'm
notebooks
saying?
and
Absolutely.
We the
You know-
last one that was taught cursive in school.
how you
Yeah,
gonna sign,
that's
how
why
you
they
gonna
don't do
sign your
cursive no
name
more,
if you
right?
don't know
Yeah,
cursive?
they don't do cursive
They
no
not
more,
being
right.
taught. They not signing their name. Everything
Right.
online.
Everything
Everything
digital
is
and shit,
swipe.
Every single
Right.
thing.
Thumbprints and all. I mean,
Swipe.
how
Give
would
them your number.
Right.
For
Right.
electronic signatures. Say okay, yes or no.
Sorry, Cam. My son cannot read a book. He cannot read. Now he can get on his tablet and read a book.
Yeah.
But
Or with the
this,
physical book like
this-
that.
Oh.
to stay. I said. I told his mother that I said everything that we're looking at now is backlit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
his eyes can't even focus on a regular book. Like you don't know about putting a carrot at the top so you can come back to your folding your page over or being able to write your notes in your corner. I
Yeah.
can't function on a tablet. I can't function. I keep forgetting this is touchscreen. We're the last generation that had to do. We're the outside generation. We're the
Right, that's true.
the no cell phone generation.
And the street lights.
I told my neighbors the other day, the two little kids. I swear,
Night tag.
anytime they not
Night tag.
anytime that there's no school, these kids are outside. I mean, soon as the snow comes, 6 o'clock in the morning, they outside running up and down the street. And I told them the other day while I was shoveling snow, I said, y'all were born in the wrong decade.
Right.
And the little girl said, "Wait, what's a decade? What do you mean?" I said, "You should have been born in the '80s." They're young, they're 9. You know what I'm saying? I said, "You should have been born in the '80s." I said, "We never went in the house. We went in the house to
Yeah,
use the
in fact, yeah,
bathroom.
stay in- right.
If you had to do a number 2, and you went in the house to eat lunch."
That's right.
She said, "What about dinner?" I said, "Street lights come on. That's when you come home." Where did you go? Wherever we wanted to go. We just went and just knew that by 7 or so, you should be making your way back home.
Right.
We didn't get hurt. I'm still here.
Yeah.
And we had fights, but it was nothing on the level of what we're dealing with now.
Yeah.
It's the bum fights started it when everybody wanted to start getting cameras and catching bum fights in the hood to hoods, and it's just been going steadily downhill since then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Social media.
Yeah. Social
The
media.
new arena. It's the arena.
That's deep. It is. It's
But you got the good side and the bad side, and like you said, you running with the positivity,
Right, to be able
and,
to take
with
it
the-
and
Yeah,
make it.
to
absolutely.
use it to
Because it's
come
not
to-
all
right, exactly,
bad.
right.
It's
It's
not all bad. You
exactly,
definitely
right.
each session that we
Basically how you
have,
use it.
each session that we have won't even talk about social media first. We talk sheerly about leadership. Because if you got good character, you got good morals around inside you, how you use social media is that's going to spill over to how you use your social media
And how
accounts
you
and
let
stuff
it
like
use you.
Exactly. So that's the basics of where we start, and then we talk about, all right, this is what Twitter does. Most people go on for news and resources. They go on Twitter. When it comes to personal information, Instagram. You can't discount Facebook, even though it's for old people, but grandma's on there. So when it's time for you to apply for college or raise money, you're going to want to advertise on Facebook because that's where the older people are. So we show them those things, and then we have them do little projects and stuff like that. And then we talk about the advocacy piece because that's how movements are starting now. That's how people are getting the word out about their products and side hustles and stuff. So we encourage entrepreneurship. We encourage advocacy, but we also just encourage people to use it responsibly, especially our young people. And nobody's talking about that. Schools aren't talking about that. Parents, oh my God, they not talking about it. So somebody has to do it because it's not going anywhere.
That's why I talk
Right.
about
You have to
it all
use
the
it.
time.
It's got to be a tool. You got to use it if it's not a.
Right.
Get in your kid's phone. I'm telling you.
Right.
Get in there.
Yeah.
You paying a bill?
Yeah. Yeah.
They living under your roof?
Get in.
Oh, let me see your phone. Catch them off guard.
And we
you
doing
gotta
that
wait.
too.
You gotta wait. Okay, you got a teenager. Just wait.
And we
Catch them off guard. Oh, right in the middle when they doing something. Oh, let me see your phone. They gonna be like, what? Let me see your phone. Thank you.
I've learned so much
Oh,
from,
you
from all
scared.
this. Like
Who the parent? The child
they
or
got
you?
secret apps on their phone. Like you would look and hand you the phone, you'll think it's a calculator.
Oh, yeah, the
Tell you
calculator
push the
joint,
button
yeah,
and
yeah,
you know
yeah.
picture of
Little
the
safe
yeah,
and all
you
that
like
and
what
things
you
come
looking
up.
at,
Yeah,
man?
right.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Right.
You see that? Whoa, right over my head. And I got
Go
a
on your
teenager.
kid's
I got a
phone.
teenager, so-
Yo,
And push every
had-
single button if you have to.
But
Yes,
I have a
yes.
I have a throwback kid. I have a
Open
kid
up
that
every
doesn't
single
want
text.
to deal, who doesn't want to do, like he has his phone now,
Yeah.
and what does he use his phone for? He texts me all the time, just, hey, Dad, and I'm texting him back, what's up, man? Have a good day
Yeah.
at school today. Hope everything going good, blah, 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 blah. You know, I love you, Dad loves you. And he's a throwback kid. He's not into Facebook yet. You know, he's not into girls yet. I mean, not like that, but he's not with the whole trying to put his whole life on display.
Right,
Right,
putting it out
right.
there, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah,
But it's
you're right,
crazy that you
you're
say
right.
like Facebook is for old people because it is. But I tell people that Facebook is more so when you have something to say. But Instagram, nobody cares what you're talking about. Nobody reads the captions for real underneath what you
Right.
say. They just.
Yeah.
But on Facebook, that's when you get to post that long paragraph that you want to, look,
Yeah.
this is what's going on, this is that, and
Right.
and they don't even have the patience for that.
Man, and again, using social media to reinforce stuff that they should already know, like grammar. Like when it comes to we're gonna send out a
Yes.
message. Nah, you can't write like that. This ain't a text message. The whole world
Right,
is
it's
going to
gonna
see
see
this
that, right,
post.
exactly,
And so we need to
exactly,
talk
right.
about vocabulary and sentence structure. We have to talk about some of the fundamental things when you put out these posts. And so now you're taking it back to just sheer grammar skills, stuff that you will hope that they get in elementary school, but you realize they not. And it's like, oh, we got some work to do. We got some work to do.
Right.
And that's a lot on the parents too.
Right.
And I was just about to ask you that. Now, what are you noticing from the parent side? Like, are they
Parents, I mean,
willing
like
to help out or?
they want, most parents want to be engaged, but it's a world that they don't quite understand because there's so many platforms out. Like most parents are just starting to understand Facebook. Now you throw in Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram Live, this, that, and the third. It's like parents are overwhelmed. Same thing with teachers, and so that's what we're trying to expand. Like we're trying to work with teachers and trying to figure out how we can just show adults how to use this stuff responsibly and what to be on the lookout for, like you were saying, because like if you're going, like these are your kids, you need to know what's going on with them.
Definitely.
We're posting. I just got a post the other day that had the new list of everything you need to know when your child is texting. Like what the four letters mean and
So
what
get
this
you
means.
hip and shit right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's and then I got another post about the whole Momo thing, about the whole this video popping up telling your kids to go pop pills and
Turn the stove on in the middle of the night.
yeah, turn the stove on, stuff like that,
childish.
and we're just so even me, I'm not that old, and I'm so out of the loop that it's crazy, like how fast stuff changes to,
And through it all,
we don't even use full sentences, we don't even use full words anymore. We don't even call it pizza, we call it za, like you know what I'm saying. They know
through it all, you gotta teach your kids and you gotta teach yourself how to maintain still some level of privacy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Come on, people, we gotta do that for ourselves.
they gotta understand.
You gotta keep something to yourself.
self-worth and dignity. I mean,
Learn how
they're
to
not-
keep something
That's
to
it.
yourself,
Self-worth.
ladies,
That's
gentlemen.
it. That's
You know,
it.
Everything ain't for everybody, like you were saying earlier.
busting it wide open is not something that you. It may be.
Everything ain't
It
for
may
everybody.
be cool now.
You gotta be like, oh,
But
I'm gonna
10
let them
years
have
from now,
that.
it doesn't go anywhere. And I don't. And I think they know that it's not. I don't think that they understand that. Yeah, it's not going anywhere, but it's gonna come back to find you. They're gonna find this. It's gonna be back.
We try to help them look at it like even the basic deepest level. It's like, all right, so you just put this picture of you half naked up on Instagram. That's an issue all in itself. We're gonna talk about that. How many pictures did you take to get the right one? I took about 20, 30. You took about 20, 30 pictures. Okay. How many filters did you go through to really make it highlight and pop and everything? So you just spent about 30, 40 minutes on this one picture.
Right, trying to get a picture.
Trying to
right.
get, 50, 100,
Right.
1,000 likes.
You could have read 4 chapters in a book. or something.
Exactly.
You could have
Well,
educated
because you had
yourself.
done with your time.
Exactly, right.
Your time, your
And
most
on
valuable
top
thing that
of
you
that,
have.
what did you
true.
do it for?
Ooh.
That's the thing.
Let's
right,
go a little
right,
bit
right.
deeper on that one.
Trying to make
What
it look
did
like
you
was
do it
effortless,
for?
Too, right? Like, ain't
For this
taking
right
away.
here.
What did you do it for?
For
Right,
the
right.
likes.
For
the
somebody to
hearts.
scroll
For somebody that you
and
don't.
tap
For a bunch of
likes.
people that you don't.
for
know.
a number to go up.
No, you know what it is for? It's for validation.
Likes.
It's for valid. It's just to be
Yes.
validated, to say I am
But
pretty.
let me,
Somebody
let me-
does
I'm here to
care.
tell you, you
But
already
guess what?
valid. You
They
already
don't.
valid. You don't have to
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, by breathing. By
You
breathing.
already
You know
valid.
what I'm
That's
saying?
that's
You
what
already
needs to be,
beautiful.
be
You
drilled
already
into their
worthy.
head,
You
like,
already
don't
all
need
of those
this,
things.
right.
I tell like, yo, you are made in God's image. That's all
Come
you
on
need
now.
to know.
Come on
Like you got to understand and recognize that. And
Right.
So
So how is it that they get
down?
down with y'all? Like, as far as with what y'all doing and everything. Like, how do you?
So we worked with DCPS through the Adopt a School program.
Okay.
And we started doing some through that. And then with Dunbar, it was just a personal connection there. that we kind of infiltrated the school, I guess you say, and we've been working exclusively with them just so we can show results. I mean, as you all probably aware, nonprofits, when you're trying to go after grants and stuff, they want to see
They want to see,
progression,
they want to see what you,
outcomes,
yeah.
exactly, and all those things. And so, as much as we, at some point, we are going to have the resources to touch all high schools, but in the meantime, it's best for us to kind of dig deep in one school to show progress, to show success stories and stuff, and then build a model that's going to go forth. And I'm really grateful for Facebook, sponsoring us, working with us, Dunbar opening their doors, and all the churches have gotten in on board, other organizations as well. So we really are. We found our niche over these past 2 years. We're going up to New York.
They 2 years in, they going strong.
Yeah, the Harlem Children's Zone. We got a partnership with them. We'll be up there in May. Last year we were featured over in Paris, France. At the embassy there, talking about the work. So you just never know. Social media opened doors to New York and Paris. So if you use it the right way, strategic with it, you never know who's watching. That's what I tell them. People want to follow you, but they want to follow you for the right thing. And if you put the right stuff out there, people will sponsor you. People will support you. But you got to put
likes for the right reason.
You're gonna get liked for the right reason. Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
That was an episode of I don't know if you caught it, the episode of Black Grownish recently, where the girls were doing a photo shoot, and the two twins, one wanted to be sexy and one wanted to be. They ran track or something. So some girl that ran track was putting sexy pictures up, and they wanted to compete with her following. Yeah. So they took some pictures that were kind of racy or whatever, and one sister wasn't with it, and one sister was like, "Yo, we're getting, I'm getting likes, and we getting, and it was like, this is not what we want to be. This is not who I want to be." And it was like, it was the exact same thing. Just trying to figure, as a young adult, trying to figure out, who you are and looking for that validation.
It's superficial too. I mean, it's just some random person said they liked you, and that makes you feel better about yourself somehow, some way.
If you're not getting that at home, though,
it is, and that's what I'm saying. It starts deep. It
starts at home.
I want to say it's crazy that is needed, but I'm so glad that you're doing it. Because
I'm stoked. Anything. I'm down. Anything you need us. Well, I can't speak for y'all, but anything that any way we can help out, man, I'm definitely.
It's filling a void that's there, and it's filling. It's actually trying to circumvent some of the things that's going to happen to some of the people that's not paying attention.
Right. And it's bringing it to them. You see what I'm saying? It's like, all right, look, we know y'all all about this phone. All right, then how about we learn about that so that we can pump it to y'all versus, hey, man, y'all need to come to us. So that's smooth.
If you give them this instead of Cardi B at the jump, I'm not again. Sorry, Cardi, you just the most
that's
popular
thing
out here
second or third Cardi
right
B
now.
reference
Shout out to
tonight,
Cardi.
though.
No, I
love it.
I ain't taking no notes, but
but she's the most popping thing right now, and her journey from stripper to artist. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are looking up to this from bottom to top, but what she's giving you is butt cheek shaking or whatever. So I mean, if you give them this instead of that at the jump, then what you're going to end up with is a whole nother type of person, a whole nother type of adult. You're not going to have to deal with some of the craziness or some of the drama that comes along with
and that also comes with your parenting. Come on, people. Your child shouldn't be looking to Cardi B for anything.
Yeah, right. They shouldn't be, right. Yeah.
What's wrong with they shouldn't be looking to entertainment.
Her mama bumping Cardi B though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. 40s and under, they bumping if you're gonna listen to it, they need to know that you keep music in its place. Yeah, that's an entertainer.
My son doesn't listen to the same stuff that I listen to.
That's
when I'm on my 2 Chainz mode, he's nowhere around. When I'm all I want for my, you know what I'm saying, is the big. He's not hearing me sing about the big booty girl I want for my birthday.
All that stuff is on the radio now. These are the songs when you turn on the radio now. Like, remember, those was the joints you had to see the video for. Had BET or something back in the day. Now that's the joint on the radio.
That's why I said if you're gonna. That's why I said if you're gonna listen to it.
Like, yeah.
That's why I say if you're going to listen to it, you need to let them know that it's entertainment. You can choose to not listen to it.
Right.
I just think these kids got access to so much stuff.
That's because you let them have access to it.
You just Google anything.
But without there's no,
it's weird, man.
There's no.
You don't let them do too much now. You scared.
Are you 18?
You scared to say, "Give me the phone."
You know what I'm saying? That's the end of it. There's no checks and balances to stuff.
Right.
It's just the wild west. Just. If you can,
I remember back in the day, if I got less than a C on the progress report, it was no TV, no phone,
Right.
no nothing.
Yeah.
I couldn't even watch TV
On a
in
progress
junior
report.
high school.
You better bring
elementary school.
that grade up,
I got
or you
one-
still won't have anything.
I got 1 hour TV a
going
week
on.
in my house.
So it's all about.
I got
what
1
you
hour
allow.
Monday,
Damn,
Tuesday,
week,
Wednesday,
right.
Thursday. I got 1 hour TV a week, or maybe 2 hours of TV a
And
week.
we all survived.
And
Strong.
literally, I negotiated Jeopardy every night. I was like, "Can I get Jeopardy at least?" And they was like,
Yeah,
"Yeah,
right. They
I'll give
threw
you
Jeopardy
that."
in, like, all right, go
So I've been
learn
watching
a
Jeopardy
little
for
bit,
30 years now,
Right.
but I didn't. Once you don't have it, you don't miss it. You don't,
Right.
it becomes something different. You're like, I don't care about no TV. You know what I'm saying? Mom was, I'm gonna take your TV out your room. I was like, I'm gonna watch TV no way. Like, so I might get 1, 2. You gonna take my 2 hours?
Yeah.
You have it.
Yeah. It
So
starts early, though.
real fast. What do you got coming up?
So March 29th, we'll be at Facebook DC. We're taking 35 young ladies from Dunbar Senior High School there. They're gonna meet with a Facebook panel. We got some speakers that's gonna come talk about how to use social media. We have one speaker that's going to actually show them, like, I fell from grace on social media. This is what I did. This is how I came back. Because we want to show failure, but at the same time, like, how you bounce back from failure.
right,
too.
exactly, right.
And so I'm really excited about this particular summit with Dunbar. And then again, like I said, in May, we'll be up in New York with the Harlem Children's Zone doing the same thing up there.
Man,
That's cool,
please
man. That's
please
cool.
keep up the good work, man. People out there, please support this. If you, like I said, if you need us,
Right, and how can they
If you
reach
need
out
us-
to you? Like
Yo,
what's
our
your-
website, www.pendmv.org, www.pendmv.org. We're definitely looking for volunteers. I mean, we need hands, we need workers. Thing is, over at Dunbar, just
you.
yesterday, one of their former students got killed. And teacher reached out earlier today and was like, we got to do something in the school. Can we bring guys together? It's not even about work. They just need to see men come in who are men and just be around them. And it's like, wow, like, it's that bad. They just want men around. So, I mean, it's just little things that we got to cultivate. We're trying to start. It's our little movement, but, we're building our tribe. This is our niche, so we're going to own it.
Right. There you go.
That's right.
man, like I said, I
Find
got
your niche and own it.
I got two
Just like
hands,
you
so
said.
I'm with it. This is definitely something needed, and especially as I have a son, so and I got a bunch of what I'm saying, little cousins, and and they need this type of support in their life. They really do.
Y'all find him. If y'all know what he's talking about, if y'all know what we've been up here talking about, then y'all know it's needed. If y'all got a preteen, if y'all got a teenager, y'all can get involved. Y'all can see if y'all can volunteer.
Yeah,
Into the, he said he growing a program now. It's going to spread out in a little bit.
it will.
They creating a model now. They creating a model so they can see results. So if you got the heart for it and you spreading love and you want to volunteer and you want to get involved, hit them up.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. We're gonna take a short break, and I'm gonna run down my guest list of the year. Tell everybody thank you and everything. Thank you for coming through. Definitely, like I said, we're gonna definitely reach out because I
Keep in
definitely
contact.
want to be. I want to
no.
definitely put some work with this. This is definitely something that is just unfortunately needed today. What I'm saying? This is something that you didn't back in the day. We had mentor. We didn't really need this type of but.
But it's wonderful. It's wonderful.
Thank
that
you
we
again.
doing it.
Cool, man.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Yes, man.
So you got the whole list, man.
So I want to run down this list real quick. I got all of our guests that have been on our show, and I just want to shout out and say thank you and shout out some of their companies. So here we go. Tim and Kevin from Act Naturally CBD products.
There we go. Yeah.
Dr. Dana Heron and Dr. Tar, the family psychologist that did the kids show with us. Zaina Allen, Epitome of Woman. That was our tarot card
Epitome
reader.
of Woman. Yeah,
She's dope.
yeah,
She's
hey,
dope. I'm
Zara,
telling you
yeah,
now,
she-
you dope.
she
I said
cool
it. I
peoples,
said it.
man. Yeah, real cool people. So.
Miss Devin Williams from Pole Pressure.
Yes.
Right?
Yes,
Chef James Suit to Cook, Chef Gio from Kaya Man, Rahama from Shay Lean, Kia and Nicole from Glamourina. They got a new
Glamourina.
they got a new what am I trying to say? A new
Memory lane,
Line.
man.
they got a
Same
new
thing,
not a new
bro.
line, but a new collection. They got a new
New
collection
collection.
out. Check them out. Really, really, really nice. Ronley Bachutsky from Arch Envy. Sabrina Carroll, the Queen of Waxing. Bird and Fly Guy Twan from Untimely Success. ETA Rowe from Elite Talent Agency. Jay Gabriella from Gypsy Sanctuary. The lovely ladies from Seasoned Catering. I'm sorry about the Jamaican thing.
Yeah.
I meant Trinidad and I was talking too fast. I'm deeply sorry about that. Queen Nina Love. Love Potion Wellness. Baba Midnight. Ty Cobb, real makeup artist of DC, and her whole crew. Y'all full on large. Young. Thank y'all for coming through.
Missed that one. I'm gonna
We had
catch
like
y'all
about
next time.
8 mics on that one.
Yeah,
right?
that's
We had
right.
about
That
9,
was
10
wild.
mics on that. Yeah, that was nice.
Damon Christian from Men's Health Network. That was my man. My favorite part. We pulled the prostate out his
Out
pocket.
his pocket,
Boom.
right.
Yeah.
I still got mine. I still got my prostate.
That, right.
I got my prostate on the dresser. How about that?
Right.
Therese from Body by Candy. Bedroom, intimate luxury consultant. She doesn't do sex toys. She's an intimate luxury consultant.
Yeah, she was on point.
Tashira from My Sister's Place, first domestic violence shelter in DC. Eric Butler from Bike Life DC. Ebony Simone from Twin Valley Distillers. I see her all the time. You know what I'm saying? I get my read
That's
up.
the Rockville love right there.
Yep. Dr. Mathura, we mentioned him earlier with the bag of the week. He's diabetic, diabetes on the eyes. Andrea Darden, the spiritual empath. Tracy Dunblazer, author and also a spiritual empath.
Yep, I remember both of them.
Kiney and her beautiful daughter from Freshly Frugy Juice. I got it right, Frugy.
That was in the box with me. That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah, she ain't want to come
she
on.
ain't
And she was
come on,
like,
she was
yeah,
in your
she
box,
came
though.
on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
that was cool. Yeah.
Reuben Rowe from Reuben's Curry Sauces. Need a re-up on that one, too. Francis Hall from I'm So DC. Amanda Claypool from Blue Crate. That was the oat milk. So good.
That's
so
right.
good. Lena Zdruli? Yeah. Zdruli is ZDR. So Zdruli from DeFaro Dates. Jana Lee Redmond from Brainy Belly Broad Company. Adrian from Blue Henry Spirits. We talked about her with the apple chips. Levita Staten and Jackie, the former foster children that came and shared their stories with us. That was cool.
Yeah.
That was deep.
Yeah,
that was
a real good episode.
Whitney from Red Dirt Naturals. Chef Gigi, Side Dish Queen. Leon Bourne from Born to Fly. Hey, I've been driving by his place constantly.
We
It's
went to
right
school
there.
together. Remember that show? So he went to St. Francis.
It's right there on
Yeah, it's right on 18th.
18th Street.
Right there on 18th.
Right there, right past the gas station. Stephanie Freeman from Relish Market, Pepperly Love. Hot Sauce. Dave from Soapbox Soaps. Shout out to my earlier. Jesse McCarley, 10 by 10 Coffee. Need some more coffee. We're all out of that. Krishna from Sasha Foods.
Yeah.
I was just eating his cilantro salsa earlier today on some tacos. So bomb with I had some chicken and some coleslaw with the sauce on the top. Oh my god. Charlie Birkinshaw from Elemental Shrubs. Ben from Hellbender Brewing Company. Saw his stuff in Yes Market. That's the only,
yeah, that's right. Yeah,
I saw it right in Yes
drinks,
Market.
right?
Yeah. Alicia, them beer. That one
some
joint.
beer,
Ben,
yeah.
the whiskey joint. That joint knocked me out. No, Alicia Sims from Baking Hearts Happy made our beautiful cookie. Constance Walker, Connie's Cakes, made that cake with the Beats headphones.
That's right.
Had
That's
my
right.
sugar going. Pew. Trina from Make Cake Bar. You wouldn't take the cake with you. Another cake that I had
Which
to
one?
eat.
The chocolate cake?
Yeah.
The chocolate joint with the
With
heart?
the
The heart?
ganache.
Yeah, the ganache.
With
That joint was good.
Happy
shit.
Valentine's Day with the bloody heart.
Yeah.
But it was good. It was good. Raw from Kingsbury Chocolates.
wanna
Tamika
order
Williams.
too?
Tamika Williams. I got one chocolate. I'm so not trying to eat that junk.
I got one left too.
I made sure it was the
Holding
one
on
with
to that joint.
it's the one with the toffee and the nuts in it, so can't nobody in my house
Shit,
have
no
it. So I
more.
just leave it in the cabinet now to let them see that you can't have it. Tamika Williams from Beautiful I Am. Jackie the Tooth Fairy.
The Tooth Fairy represent.
Bath bomb,
Hey,
baby.
Huh?
Bath bomb.
That's right, got you. I got
hey,
you.
Tooth Fairy was cool as shit.
Leah from Heavenly Garden Spa. A Spa.
A Spa.
Rochelle from Joyful Bath,
Bath
Company.
Company.
That was the bath bombs.
There we go.
Miss Frida got me drunk on Margarita
Oh,
Day
yeah.
from Bar
Yeah, she
Divas,
did,
MBS. Crazo tore the stage up, did his thing.
Crazo.
Backdoor music.
Shout out on that.
Labella's Exotics. I crushed that little drink pouch. That junk was the truth. I was drunk too. And last but certainly not least, Mr. David Street from Penn DC. Penn DMV. I'm sorry.
Yo, man. Penn DMV.
Thank everybody for coming through the season 1, man. It really was. This has been a dream of mine to get something like this popping for a long time. People have been trying to convince me. Actually, Chuck was the one who convinced me to do this. He's been pressing me for a while. Chuck and I, man. Montage PR, man. Camille Davis, Montage PR. Thank you so much for putting so much work. So much work. My man Deezy back there on the Deezy, Mr. Wizard, man. Nothing like him, man. He's the man. Boom, DJ Boom. Thanks, Boom, for all the troubleshooting you've done, all the opportunity to do this, man. We're really, 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 really appreciative, and we will be back. I'm gonna take a 2-month hiatus or so, and switch days and get some other stuff lined up.
And y'all been rocking with us. Thank you
the first lady of Miss Jen.
Thank y'all so much. If y'all tuned in to
Freaky Underworld.
Thank
Tia.
y'all so much.
Tia.
Shout out to Tia.
Tia, we love you, darling. Come on back and man, come sit in the room with us sometime and everything. But this has been
Real Radio.
This has been a blessing, man.
Life.
I can't say too much more because I feel like I'm about to start crying and shit, but I'm soft.
Y'all hit us on our social media.
Please.
On our Facebook, on our Instagram, on our Twitter. At D2 Real Radio.
And we ain't going too far. We ain't going
going
too
nowhere.
far away.
I'll be back. Right back.
Definitely, yeah.
Comment under our videos, like, look out for our channel, subscribe to listen.
We love y'all, man. We wouldn't be nothing without y'all
and
our guests.
Yeah, you gotta give shout
out to Listen.
Got to.
Shout out to
Automatically.
Boom, Listen Vision. Thanks
so much.
This is a good one, man. Definitely.
To Real Radio.